My second carol of the first set of 9 is the first carol on the Bethlehem carol sheet. Unto us a son is born. The carol alludes to the so-called Massacre of the Innocents by King Herod after the Magi failed to return to tell him where the baby Jesus may be found. The second of the traditional 9 lessons is another shocking one. Abraham is told by God to sacrifice his son, Isaac. And off they both go. Some time later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. Then God said, "Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on the mountain I will show you." Early the next morning, Abraham got up and loaded his donkey. He took with him 2 of his servants and his son, Isaac. When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, he set out for the place God had told him about. On the 3rd day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servants, "Stay here with the donkey, while I and the boy go over there. We will worship, and then we will come back to you." Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac, and he himself carried the fire and the knife. As the 2 of them went on together, Isaac spoke up and said to his father Abraham, "Father?" "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The fire and the wood are here," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham answered, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." And the 2 of them went on together. When they reached the place God had told him about, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. He bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar, on top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," he said. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." Abraham looked up, and there in a thicket he saw a ram caught by its horns. He went over and took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering instead of his son. So Abraham called that place, "The Lord will provide." And to this day it is said, "On the mountain of the Lord it will be provided." The angel of the Lord called to Abraham from heaven a second time and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me." So Isaac is spared, and Jesus is as well, as he escapes with his family into Egypt. The carol remembers the children who were not spared in the midst of its celebration of Jesus' birth. Here it is in its original Latin, followed by the free but still relatively accurate translation on our carol sheet. Puer nobis nascitur, rector angelorum, In hoc mundo panditur Dominus Dominorum, Dominus Dominorum. In praesepe ponitor sub foino asinorum, cognoverunt Dominum Christum Regem Caelorum, Christum Regem Caelorum. Hunc Herodes timuit, magno cum tremore, in infantes eruit, hos caedens in furore, hos caedens in furore. Qui natus ex Maria, die hodierna, duc nos tua gratia ad gaudia superna, ad gaudia superna. Te salvator a et o, cantemus in coro, cantemus in organo, benedicamus Domino, benedicamus Domino. Unto us a Son is born, King of all creation. Came he to a world forlorn, the Lord of every nation, the Lord of every nation. Cradled in a stall was he, with sleepy cows and asses, but the very beasts could see that he all men surpasses, that he all men surpasses. Herod then with fear was filled, a prince he said in Jewry, all the little boys he killed at Bethlehem in his fury, at Bethlehem in his fury. Now may Mary's Son, who came so long ago to love us, lead us all with hearts aflame unto the joys above us, unto the joys above us. He the source and he the end, let the organ thunder, while our happy voices rend the jocund asunder, the jocund asunder.